Hello, everyone, and welcome to BonaFil Insider, where we explore the world of yarns and textiles through conversations with industry professionals from around the globe. I'm Afaf from BonaFil, and today we're joined by Mr. Abdel Hammid Mabrouk, manager of Knitta in Morocco, a company specializing in sweater manufacturing. Together, we'll discuss why some acrylic sweaters maintain their quality for years, while others lose their appearance much sooner, and how choosing the right yarn can make all the difference. Mr. Abdel Hammid, welcome to BonaFil Insider.
Thank you, Afaf. I'm happy to be here and excited to share our experience with your audience.
Let's start with a question many people ask. Two acrylic sweaters can look almost identical when they're new, yet after 1 or 2 seasons, one still looks great, while the other has lost its appearance. From your experience, what makes the difference?
That's a very common question. Many people think the difference comes from the knitting machine or even the design, but in reality, the process starts much earlier with the yarn itself. The consistency of the yarn plays a huge role in the final quality of the sweater. If the yarn has uneven thickness or weak sections, those issues can appear throughout production and eventually affect how the garment performs after customers start wearing it.
So even before knitting begins, manufacturers are already making one of the most important quality decisions.
Exactly. The yarn is the foundation of the sweater.
At BonaFil, we produce 100% virgin acrylic yarns, including our non-HB range. Some manufacturers assume that only HB acrylic yarns can deliver premium results. From Knitta's experience, what did you observe?
We understand why people make that assumption because HB yarns have built a strong reputation over the years. However, what we've learned is that performance depends on much more than simply whether the yarn is labeled HB or non-HB. When we tested BonaFil's 100% virgin acrylic non-HB yarns, we focused on production, not marketing. We evaluated how the yarn behaved on our machines, how consistent it was throughout the knitting process, and how the finished sweaters looked. The results were very positive. For our production, the yarn delivered performance comparable to the HB acrylic yarns we had previously worked with.
That's interesting, because many manufacturers still judge a yarn before they actually test it.
Exactly. A production trial tells you much more than a product label ever can.
Let's talk about production. How did the yarn perform during knitting?
Very well. We noticed smooth feeding through the knitting machines and consistent stitch formation. More importantly, we experienced fewer unexpected interruptions. Whenever production runs smoothly, manufacturers reduce downtime, improve efficiency, and minimize unnecessary waste. These improvements may seem small individually, but over thousands of sweaters, they make a significant difference.
And once the sweaters were finished?
We were pleased with the overall appearance. The sweaters had a soft feel, maintained good shape, and presented a clean, uniform surface. Now, it's important to be realistic. Every knitted sweater, whether it's made from acrylic, wool, or another fiber, can develop some pilling depending on how it's worn and maintained. But starting with a consistent, high-quality virgin acrylic yarn helps manufacturers produce garments that keep their appearance for much longer.
Before we finish, what advice would you give manufacturers who are currently looking for a new acrylic yarn supplier?
I'd recommend looking beyond the price per kilogram. Ask for samples. Run real production tests. Pay attention to yarn consistency, machine performance, fabric appearance, production efficiency, customer feedback after the garments reach the market. Sometimes the most valuable yarn isn't the cheapest one, it's the one that allows you to produce consistently, reduce waste, and deliver sweaters your customers are happy to buy again.
That's excellent advice. At the end of the day, manufacturers aren't only producing sweaters, they're building their reputation with every garment they sell. Mr. Abdel Hammid, thank you for sharing your experience and valuable insights with us. Today's conversation reminded us that producing a durable, high-quality sweater starts with selecting the right yarn and evaluating its performance through real production, not assumptions. Thank you to everyone for watching BonaFil Insider. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, share it with your colleagues, and follow us for more conversations with textile manufacturers from around the world. See you in the next episode of BonaFil Insider.